Hey everybody, I recently did a trip on the Independence and I met Kevin Kwan, the owner of Young's Fishing Tackle here in Bellflower, California. Kevin was bringing so many giveaways for his Independence trip. He was such a class act guy and a guy that I really wanted to come back and see his store. Come on, let's check out Young's Fishing Tackle in Bellflower, California. Hey, Nick Hernandez.
Hey, how's it going, Phil?
It's going good, man. How are you?
Good, sir. Good.
Nick, this is my first time here. And Kevin, good to see you, my friend. Thank you. It's great to be here. And so I want to get a tour of this place. I was just telling everybody who's listening, I saw Kevin in San Diego, and he's bringing down a whole cart full of giveaways.
Sounds like you.
I got some hats, I'm handing out on my trip and feel like, oh man, I got to talk to Kevin one of these days and figure this out, man, and get. But so I want to talk to you about what you guys do here in the store. Maybe you can take us for a tour.
Yeah, sure.
And then your charters and everything else.
Gotcha,
so
gotcha,
I'll let you lead me around. Take me wherever you want to take me.
Well, number one, Kevin's probably the number one rod repair and reel repair man that I know for sure. Get your work done really quick. Custom rod work too. We do a lot of custom rod work here as well. If you got any guide repairs that you need done as well, we can do that for you.
Awesome.
We do specialize in a lot of offshore stuff too, but we also do a lot of largemouth bass fishing, a lot of freshwater bass fish, freshwater fishing too as well as the harbor stuff too as well. We do just about everything here.
So if I need my reel repaired, what's the time? Would you say? How much time should I give you guys?
Usually, like we like to say, about like a week to 2 weeks.
That's pretty fast.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great.
Works
pretty
well. Works pretty well. If you guys want to get any reels done here too, if you need to order anything, we can order you here too as well.
Oh, good.
If you want to take a look around,
and you've got, an extensive.
Oh yeah.
You got everything here, right? Accurates, Avets, Shimano's,
Daiwas. Shimano.
Beautiful. That's awesome. All right, what's next, Nick?
Okay,
where are we going?
I'm a big calico bass fisherman.
Oh, I love fishing calico bass, Kevin.
I always am nonstop talking about calico bass.
Okay, and do you have a channel or something? Or?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do have an Instagram. Nick Hernandez on Instagram.
Nick Hernandez. Okay, great.
We do we do work with a lot of sudden impact for sure. Probably my favorite flukes, either for white sea bass or for calico bass.
Yeah.
Works great.
Talk about how to fish those.
For the white sea bass, I like to use like anything from like a Gitsum head. Or you can use like a little neck breaker too.
Yes.
Personally, I like to fish anywhere from about like a ½ ounce to about like an 1.5 ounces. Usually like that 1 ounce to 3/4 is my sweet spot.
Yep.
I like to just slowly let it sink and give it a couple nice pops with like maybe like a 809 or like a 908.
Yeah.
That's a perfect rod in my opinion.
Okay, perfect.
Works
and
well.
So you just keep popping it until you get a bite?
Oh yeah, nice
slow go back out
fall.
to the bottom?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Okay. That's the name of the game. You don't need any little squid strips on it. It's mainly like a reaction style bite.
Yeah.
You can add a little bit of scent if you want, but I like to just use it just straight like that. You can just use it. You can use it with the squid strip, but it's not necessary. It's a straight reaction style bite most of the time.
Nick, is it effective in the surf for halibut?
I like using
it in the surf.
I like using the smaller style for
Yeah.
sure. Even the small like little 3-inch ones, like a little baitfish style, that works great too.
And are
like
you
a little drop shot?
Drop shotting with that? I was going to say,
that's
yeah,
perfect with
for
that.
halibut. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, perfect, man. What a great tour. I don't know why Kevin said he was going to get rid of you. I don't know what he's talking about.
No, he needs me here. I make sure that he's working. Another lure that I like to use for sure, Reyes swim baits. I'm a big fan of his 7-inch weedless swim baits for sure.
Talking to calico bass now?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
This is a nice senorita fish color in my opinion.
Senorita fish. You're going to get me in trouble with my esposa.
Fish it on like a 10-0 beast hook or like an 8-0 beast hook, anywhere from like a 3/4 to like a ½ ounce. You can fish it on the slow wine or the fast burn. It'll still get bit, no issue at all.
All right. Evan Salve. You know that guy's name?
Sounds
Evan
familiar.
Salve, a long time ago. He's actually won the Cabo Gold Cup a few times now. But he took us to Catalina Island probably 15 years ago, maybe not quite that long. And that fast burn was something that I really never did for calico bass, and I'm going like, yeah, right. And I'm fast burning. Whoa!
You just fast wine. Sometimes it comes just like subsurface, and then you'll see the wakes just come right on your lure.
So are you tossing that back into the kelp? Or what?
I'm tossing it into the kelp. I'm letting it skip on top of the kelp as well. Think of it like a largemouth bass bite on top of the water, like some moss and stuff like that.
Yeah,
works very well, very effective. I just want to just slowly skip it on top of the kelp. If I'm in a little bit more deeper zone, maybe like a couple feet under, works great. And if I want to go a little bit heavier, a little bit deeper, Then I'll fish like a neck breaker with like a 3/4 ounce or like a 1 ounce.
What do you like so much about calico bass fishing?
Um,
What's the thrill for you about that?
I just love bass fishing personally. I love artificial fishing. That's
Yeah.
just my kind of fishing. I love throwing big baits, glide baits, A-rigs, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
That's my favorite kind of fishing for sure. I love the largemouth bass, but something about the saltwater bass bite is really, really something for me. It gets me going.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that. All right, what else have we got?
We got a lot of war baits. We got a good selection.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan of the neck breaker. It's been blowing up recently on the market. Fish it anywhere from like a 1/8 to like maybe like a 1 ounce fish as well. They even got some nice like glow in the dark for that white sea bass kind of bite too.
Yeah.
Fishes very well.
Beautiful. And so how would you fish this?
That style, you can go ahead and just slowly burn it.
Uh-huh.
You can also go ahead and be very versatile with it with switching out the beast hooks. You can go put some new gummy hooks, maybe some owner hooks on it.
Yeah.
I personally usually put owner beast hooks on it.
You do switch it out then?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time, big time. It's a good upgrade when I'm fishing like the bigger baits and stuff like that.
Yes.
Anywhere from like 5-inch to like 9-inch. That's usually what I recommend. But when I'm going like spotted bay bass fishermen or largemouth bass fishing, I usually use like maybe like a 3-inch or like a 4-inch lure.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll go down to the 2-inch. That fishes well on like a 1/8, 1/4 ounce, 3/8.
Okay, perfect. Good stuff, Nick. Well, I'm learning a lot here, and what a great store. So well organized. It's really, really nice.
Oh yeah, big time. We got a lot of lead masters, pretty much all your go-to stuff that you
Yeah.
need. If anybody knows about the good old Cody heads, those are really, really good heads for the calico bass.
Uh-huh. Why? Why are they so effective, do
It
you
gives
think?
it a nice roll. Gives it a
Okay.
different roll compared to like the tri-head,
Yeah.
for sure. I fish these a lot on like flukes. I fish these a lot on like 4-inch and 5-inch swim baits. Fishes very well.
Okay, great. Good stuff.
And if you need like a nice like yo-yo or surface iron selection,
Yes.
I say that we have a pretty nice one. This whole rack is dedicated to just for yo-yos right here.
All yo-yo iron.
All yo-yo iron.
So heavy jigs that you sink deep and wind on fast.
Wind on fast.
Right on. I love it.
And then anything from surface right here, got a whole selection.
Love it.
Patty, JRI, Salis. We do got some CNC stuff like Meekster and OCT.
Yeah.
That also works well too. I'm a big fan of Salis for sure. Can't ever go wrong, in my opinion, with a baby 5X.
There you
That's
go.
for sure my go-to favorite.
Yeah, that mint color is
Oh, yeah.
good on the yellows,
Big
right?
time, big time,
Yeah, they bite it good. And there's some good fishing going on right
Oh yeah,
now.
oh yeah.
on
Down in the
yellowtail.
Coronados is
Yep.
doing very well right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would recommend like maybe like a birdship blue. That's
Uh-huh.
what I'd recommend, or like a birdship mint. My two
Excellent.
favorites for sure.
Beautiful. Love it.
And then we also got a wall of hooks.
You got some bait here too, I
yeah,
see.
oh
huh?
yeah.
Oh,
If
cool.
Anybody that wants to do some surf fishing, or maybe
Yeah.
you guys want to go do just some standard lake fishing too.
Uh-huh.
We got lugworms, we got ghost shrimp
Ghost shrimp.
too. If you want to go down to the lakes, we got anywhere from small, big reds. We got the night crawlers, 15 and 12 count night crawlers as well.
Is
Just
there
about
any
everything.
urban lakes around nearby here that are
Cerritos
productive?
Park for sure.
Is it good?
Cerritos Park is very good.
Really?
It's a little bit of a more slower bite for sure for the largemouth bass
Uh-huh.
fishermen, but when they do stock, it's pretty damn well.
And do you know when they stock, or is there a way to ascertain that information?
I like to go on CaliforniaFishingWildlife.com.
Okay.
They usually have all the stockings right there listed and ready to go.
Or you can just come to Young's Fishing Tackle. Say,
That
Nick,
too.
when are they stocking,
That
man?
too, that too.
Yeah, right on. All right, man, I'm loving it.
We got a whole wall of hooks here. We got anything from blacktail, owner, mustache.
Love Sky. Good man.
Oh, Sky's a great guy.
He
Great
is.
guy, great guy.
Not as nice as Izzy. She's way better. But
Way nicer for
Yeah.
sure. You guys are looking for just some standard old school plastics. We also still carry the good old Big Hammer. Can never go wrong with the Southern California staple bait like this.
no,
for sure.
absolutely, right? I
Oh,
mean,
not
some
at
of
all.
that old stuff, it still works,
Oh,
right?
exactly. You know, like I still love the bay shad. That's still probably one of my favorite baits to go ahead and throw still.
Yeah.
It's like for me, a staple for me, especially in the summertime.
Yes.
It's a good summertime lure.
Perfect.
Kitex, bass tricks. We carry the infamous kicker fishing pickle kicks too. These have been blowing up recently in the market. for all the
Pickle
bass
kicks are
guys.
the hot thing right now.
Oh yeah,
right?
big
Do you
time,
fish
big
them?
time. Oh yeah.
Oops,
I
sorry
do
about
fish
that.
these a lot.
Yeah.
Shannon Gallagher ended up giving me a couple of ones to try out before, and I got a really nice sandy local, and I would think that was probably my biggest sandy from shore. I think it was like a 5 or 6 pounder.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
mean
yeah.
from the beach, did you say?
Oh, right off the port.
Oh,
Fishing in the
nice.
ports.
Beautiful.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great, nice, big sandy.
Anything from fishing like maybe freshwater bass. This is usually our rack right
So
here.
you do freshwater here too,
Oh yeah,
obviously.
we do a lot
yeah.
of freshwater. I actually have a trip to Barrett Lake coming up on the 20th too.
Barrett Lake is
Down in San Diego. Probably, in my
That's
opinion, the one of the nicest fisheries for fishing largemouth here
Really?
in Southern California. Oh, big time. It's closed, I think, 2 or 3 months out of the year.
Yeah.
They open it back up in about May, April, and I think going into June as well. And then they close it for the rest of the year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know where I want to go one of these days? Have you heard of those lakes in Sinaloa?
Oh, yes.
Shoot, I'm drawing a blank right now, but
They like breed with all the
my
other bigger
God.
bass, right?
Freaking like
yeah,
insane
yeah, that's
down there.
super, super
I
cool.
definitely want to go do that.
That's
someday.
that's a nice place.
We should
I forgot
do that,
the name.
man.
I'm down. I'm down. But yeah, we do carry a lot of other stuff. Hookup bait. We carry Huddlestons. We carry Damiki, Jigpara. Can't ever go wrong with Jigpara. And for the big knife jig guys that want to go do some big bluefin tuna killing right here,
And poppers.
can't go wrong with the feed poppers as well.
Right, that clear popper's been hot for
yeah.
a while.
Oh yeah, big time, big
Yep,
time.
you got all the SK jigs and everything. Have you caught any bluefin this year?
Last year I did. This year I haven't gotten it.
It's been real hit and miss this year.
Yeah,
so far.
it's kind of skipping this year a little
Kevin
bit.
will tell you that, man. We rounded them all up for him on our trip. We caught 0 too. I know, but it was still fun. We had a great time.
Oh yeah.
What else? Anything else?
Man,
this is a great store. More freshwater stuff here?
You know what? We do a lot of carp fishing here.
Yeah?
If you want to talk a lot about carp, Kevin's probably the guy to do it for sure.
Yeah, he likes carp fishing?
Oh yeah, he has some big carp. He's taken me over to Hodges too. That's probably one of our spots that we go to a lot. Some nice carp over there.
It's a funny thing. Here in the United States, carp fishing hasn't really become a thing, but everywhere else in the world,
Everywhere
Ireland,
for sure.
England, other countries, it's huge.
It's super fun. Like they fight super hard.
Yeah.
Like they don't stop. They don't stop at all. We actually use like those big lift poles, like 14, 16-foot poles.
Really?
Oh yeah, super, super fun. Super fun. It's a little different, but
tell me about that. Now, 14 and 16-foot rod, and then what are you fishing? Like,
we're fishing them with basically the powder.
Yeah.
Right. We go ahead and go down. We use like the lake water.
Yeah.
Go and just put a little bit, not too much, so it's not too mushy. Right. So we just want it to stick on there nice and well. We use those 16, 17-foot poles, and basically you're pitching out, and there's no rod, no reel. There's no reel, no nothing.
Yeah.
You just got to watch your bobber, and if that bobber is moving even a hair, you better set the hook.
And then you're just
pulling there. Basically, you're high sticking it the whole time.
Dude, it's like you called it a lift pole.
Yeah,
it's
you're
exactly
straight
what it
high
sounds
sticking
like.
it the whole time.
Yeah.
It sounds weird, but you're basically holding it at the very end of the butt, and you're high sticking it the whole time. You have no reel, right?
Right.
But there is a drag, and only you can hear it, nobody else. It's just basically the vibration of the rod from the fish fighting.
Oh, really?
It's very, very cool.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of fishing for sure.
Do you have that kind of a setup here?
We do have some.
That is really trippy, man. And is there areas nearby here to catch carp?
Personally, I would go to maybe Irvine Lake. That would probably be the best.
That's a good place
right now for sure. I don't like doing it in the local ponds personally. You can try it if you guys find a section in the Santa Ana River too. That's a good spot too.
Yeah. Okay.
But you got to find a place where it has still water. If the water's moving, this bait's not going to work.
Okay, gotcha.
Let me see. Here, Phil, you want to go ahead and hold this?
Sure.
Go ahead and step back. Keep on going.
Yeah, I know. You're trying to get rid of me, Nick. What the hell? You kidding me? This is freaking awesome.
I'm serious.
It's got to be cool, man.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Basically, it's about I think this one is 18. This one should be about 18 feet. Basically, you put like a little piece of 40 or 30 pound test.
Yeah.
And we go ahead and use it, the carp fishing bait. Basically, it's a suspending style bobber. Right?
Yeah.
So you want your bobber to be suspending, or else it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Right. You want it just slowly right there in the water column. Put a little bit of weight to the bait.
Right.
So it's just floating right there. If that bobber moves up or down, no matter what, even a little hair inch, you set the hook like crazy.
And then, so does the fish pull any line? No, right?
Basically, it's pulling the rod.
Yeah.
Right. But it does run for sure.
Yeah.
We like to tire it out for at least 5 minutes because those carp come out still super, super hot.
Yeah.
So
how big did these things get, by the way?
These rods or the carp?
No, the carp.
Oh, they can get up to about 30 pounds.
Yeah. Well, did these things get bigger than 18?
Oh, these ones, I think they go up to about 22.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is freaking wild, man.
It's a little different. We do carry a bunch of different style fishing styles here at the store. We try to accommodate all of our fishermen.
Yeah.
Kevin being the second owner, he did have a large following, and him also being one of the only few Korean owners here
Yeah.
in California, and he has a lot of the Korean fishermen that come by.
I'll bet. Yeah. They're
Bunch of
loyal
these
to him.
carp rods. Ooh, sorry.
Whoa. Trying to stab Mackie now. I don't blame you.
A
No,
bunch
we
of
won't.
these carp rods. But a bunch
that-
of these carp rods for sure.
I love it. That seems so freaking cool. One of these days, Nick, I want to go see you do that. All right.
You know what? You should
just-
come with us. That is actually
It just
really
seems
fun.
like so different.
Really, really
that-
fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I never wanted to do it before.
Yeah, I
Kevin
know. It
took me
seems-
to do it, and I honestly really want to go do that like most of the time.
You
Other
know-
than calico bass fishermen fishing, I'd rather do that.
You know what makes me want to do it? When you had me walk back there,
yeah.
and then I go, this has got to be a trip when you get bit on this
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
man. I
Big
thought my
time.
10-foot jig stick was
Big time.
something, man. 18 feet, 22
18?
feet.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Whoa, that is cool, man. I like that.
You're just basically pitching it the whole time.
Yeah.
And you're letting it sit. I like to wait like 15, 20 minutes if I'm not getting bit, change out my bait, put it back.
I'm telling you, we're going to convert some guys to carp fishing.
That's
should have
fun.
a carp fishing
It is
tournament.
fun, guys. It is fun.
Yeah, it seems like it. What else? What else we got around here?
Let me see. We do a lot of custom rod building. If you guys need anything from like Fuji stuff, we are a certified Fuji retailer. We do carry everything from the thread all the way to the standard guides to the handles. We do it all here.
Okay, great. Good stuff.
For sure, if you guys are gonna go ahead and do some trout fishing too, we do a lot of trout fishing.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of throwing the Pika spoon.
Uh-huh.
I love throwing spoons for
Let's
trout.
see it. Give everybody an idea, and then maybe you could talk about how you use it.
Oh yeah,
So you can help some people catch some trout.
big time. Anything from like the stalker trout to
Yeah.
even the just standard natural rainbows and stuff like that too.
They'll bite that Pika
Oh,
spoon.
they'll bite it, no issue at all.
Yeah.
I like using anything from like a 2.8 to a 2.2 is usually my comfort zone. The 3.5 is good in the deeper water, but I mainly use a 2.2 to the 2.8. These work well for sure in the stock ponds.
Yes.
I like to use them a lot for the stalker trout. Basically, the moment it hits the water, I'm not letting it sink at all.
Yeah.
I'm just putting my rod tip down and I'm slow rolling. Basically, I'm just winding like this. Most of the time, I'm just winding with one finger like this.
Gotcha, Nick.
And I just want it super, super slow. I feel a bite. I don't set the hook with these because these are barbless hooks.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So you just straight wind and you sweep. That's the
Okay.
best way.
Okay.
Wind and sweep.
Do you prefer that to the Super Duper or other jigs, or do you feel like Castmasters?
Personally,
Yeah.
I do like the newer
Okay.
spoon style.
Yeah.
And if you guys are trying to catch and release them and you guys don't want to take them home, these are a better option because these guys are barbless and won't hurt
Easy,
the fish as much.
easy,
you know?
yeah.
So it's a lot better option for the fisherman that wants to fish a lot more artificial.
Yes.
Big
Gotcha.
time, big time.
Gotcha, Nick.
And we can't forget about our surf fishing
I
too.
was just going to look, man.
Can't forget.
Absolutely, man. We do a lot of surf fishing. I took Mackie surf fishing and we caught 0 today.
Oh man, what happened?
Well, I feel good because, well, no, there was one guy that had a couple of Corvina
all
down
right,
there.
all right.
But everybody else, it was tough. It's just not quite ready where we're at right
right.
yet. But yeah, this stuff, I mean, great for halibut. People don't realize that big barb perch bite on these
Oh,
things.
yeah,
and
they'll bite 'em.
Big
They'll
old
bite 'em.
yellowfin croaker. Yeah, all those fish. So this is such a great lure.
We still have a bunch of that glow squid that everybody's going crazy about
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And actually, one of my favorite colors is this sundown sardine.
Uh-huh.
This is a color that I feel like is very underlooked. They don't have too many of these left right now. It's a nice, it's a nice
beautiful.
more darker sardine, a little bit more red too. I really enjoy this. Like I said, sundown, perfect option for sure.
Yeah.
But when they're keyed in on that bait fish style, 9 times out of 10, I'm using this one. Other than that, can't go wrong with the good old cherry berry.
Yeah, I know.
Can't go wrong.
That's a favorite, right?
Always.
You have a way that you like to fish halibut with these? Do you use it as a jerk bait? Do you stop and start? Do you...
I like to stop and start too, but
Yeah.
what a lot of people don't really talk about is just stopping it and letting it sink all the way to the top when those waves are crashing down like crazy too.
Yeah.
That bait will still do its work when that wave is crashing down by itself. It still does it.
So
Most
you
of the
get
time I
bit
get bit
with
on
a
the dead stick just like that.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
cool.
yeah, big
Very
time.
cool.
Big
That's a
barb-
great tip.
Whenever the barred perch are going crazy like that,
Yeah.
that's usually my favorite way to fish them. When it's a wide open bite, you can catch anything like that, right? But most of the time when I let it sit like that, sometimes I'll get 2 on them. So
Yeah.
it's pretty fun.
One thing, I don't even have to ask you this question. You're a fountain of information. I'm sure everybody here is. So you can come in here and kind of get a lesson from you guys if,
Oh, yeah.
if you're
Oh, yeah.
wondering about how to catch calico bass
time,
or a
big
surf
time.
fish.
Calico bass, largemouth bass. You guys want to fish local too? I did used to help out on the local boats a lot too. But yeah, I do a lot of that style fishing for sure. Sundays usually I go on the half day boats or 3/4 day boats whenever I can.
Do you have favorites?
I fish a lot with the City of Long Beach, down in Pier Point Landing, Enterprise, and you can't forget Captain Phil on the Victory too.
Yeah, right.
Can't forget those guys.
Good deal.
Oh, big time, big time. Those guys are like family here at the shop for sure. They
Excellent.
come down here all the time. They help us out. We help them out. So
Beautiful. Anything else, Nick? Man, great store. I see you got a lot of Promar stuff. You got the lobster
Promar.
hoot nets. I know it's not lobster season anymore,
not
but
right
you got
now,
all
not
that
right
stuff.
now. You
Somebody's
guys are looking to
watching this
build
later.
blanks too. We got to
Oh,
build rods
shoot.
too. We got blanks. We got anywhere from 7.6 to about going 10 foot. We got Seeker, we got CalStar, we got Phoenix, and we got United Composite as well.
Excellent. Good stuff. And rod reel repair, you've got that all going on. What about trips? How can you find out? I know Kevin does an extraordinary amount of trips, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I think he's doing 8 this year.
Wow. He's on the Independence a lot, which is one of my favorite rigs.
Indy's a great boat.
Yeah.
Indy's a phenomenal boat
It
in my
is.
opinion.
It is.
I went down there when they were still doing boat work in San Pedro, and then they invited Kevin down, and then I went down and saw the boat. I've never been able to go on the trip,
Yeah.
so I wanted to go and check out the
Yeah,
boat.
right.
It is huge. It's a great boat. If you guys
Beautiful.
ever have the chance to go down there, try it out. It's a great boat.
100%.
Go down with Phil or go down with us. It's a great boat, guys.
Thank you. Thank
No
you.
problem, no
Good
problem.
stuff.
For sure. We still got, I think, 6 or 7 more spots on our Condor trip this year.
Oh, great.
All of our Indy trips, our Ranger 85 trip, all sold out. I think we have 4 on the Indy this year. We had a El Dorado trip, and then we got a Ranger 85 trip coming up, and then after that we got a 3-day and then 2-day on the Condor, then Kevin's 10-day.
And then you get that information by coming here.
Oh yeah,
to
coming
the
here
store.
at the shop for sure.
Yeah.
For at least the Condor, that one's done here at the shop. Anything else for like going down on the Independence, that's going to be done online on the Independence website.
Oh, okay. You go to there and
Yeah.
you see the sponsored trip and sign up.
Exactly.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. What else, Nick?
Here at the shop, I think we covered most of the basics for sure.
Okay.
Covering
Good. You got some
Fuji.
apparel, I see.
We do have a couple of apparels, mainly just our shop shirts, just
That's
like this
great.
style.
That's good stuff.
One big thing that I think sets us apart is that we carry we use Pro Club. In my opinion, probably one of the more comforting fits. You
Yeah.
can get extra heavy if you want to get lighter. We can get it for you, no issue at all.
Perfect.
No issue at
Beautiful. Oh, so you mean if a big guy needs something,
all. Yeah, exactly.
just comes in and tells you.
6X. If you guys want 7X, we
Wow.
can do it for you.
All right,
we
well.
can do it for you.
I'm going to go home and have some more chorizo and huevos, man. You can see if I can work into that.
That's funny. I like that.
Looks all like great stuff here. Store hours, location. What about that?
10 to 7. We're open 10 to 7 Monday through Friday. Sorry. Saturdays we're open 9 to 4. Sundays we go fishing.
Hey, that a boy, man. You deserve it. Nick, go ahead.
We're located right here off the 91 freeway, 16704 Bellflower Boulevard, Bellflower, California. You guys are going to want to park in the back right next to the USPS building. We're right there, right in the back alley.
And take it from me. This is my first time here. I feel really at home here at Young's Fishing Tackle. Kevin's great. Nick, you're such a fine young man.
Thank you, Phil.
It's been a pleasure, man. I learned a lot from you and feel like I can walk in here and you're probably not going to kick me out right away.
No, not at
Give me
all.
5
Not at
minutes,
all. I'll
maybe.
give you a couple minutes. We might feed you here. You never know.
Oh!
You never know. You guys might.
Is
you
it
might
Korean cuisine?
Korean cuisine, Mexican cuisine.
Oh,
you guys
my
never
God.
know. Never know.
You know anybody that makes a good chili relleno?
You're talking to one.
Oh, really? Oh, they're hard. They're a pain in the neck, but they're
For
good,
sure,
man.
for sure. Actually, I used to be a line cook before here too.
Oh,
so,
shoot.
Yeah, I do know how to cook a
man.
little bit.
This is my new best friend here. And one of these frickin' days, I'm going to get on one of those 22-foot rods.
Oh,
with
let's do
Mackie.
it.
I know he's into it, too.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
That would be
That's
fun.
super
man. I would
fun.
love
It's
to
super
do it.
fun fishing, guys, for sure. I can
Perfect.
promise you guys a good time. I can promise you guys a good time.
Nick, what a pleasure, man.
Not a
Thank you so
problem.
much.
Not a problem at all.
Young's Fishing Tackle, Bellflower, California. You owe it to yourself to visit.